Hi, are you looking for a new granite or quartz worktop quote? Are you getting confused with all the options available to you or struggling with the industry lingo? If you are, don't worry, we're here to help you. In this video we explain the 3 ways that we can work out a quote depending on the customer's industry knowledge. Then we will explain all of your options in a simple and easy format and in plain English. At Granite and Quartz Worktops, we found that our customers usually fall into one of 3 categories. The first category are normally customers with plenty of knowledge, as they are usually builders, kitchen designers or kitchen fitters. Many of these customers will usually just submit the quantity of lengths they require and stipulate the type of cutouts needed. The second category is a customer who is replacing their kitchen, but prefer to source their worktop directly from a specialist company to save money. When buying a new kitchen, you'll normally be given a detailed floor plan with measurements. If you fall into this group, fill in your information on our quote page and attach the floor plan. The third category is a customer who is keeping their existing kitchen and just looking to upgrade their worktops. This type of customer usually has a basic knowledge only and normally requires a lot more help. If you fall into this group, don't worry. To help these customers, we normally ask that they just fill in the basic information on our quote page, or easier still, just give us a call and book an appointment. A member of our team will then visit your home with a full selection of samples for you to choose from. They will then measure up your kitchen and work out a price for you straight away. If the price is acceptable to you, he will then be able to complete the templating process while still at your home. Please note, this service is completely free of charge and without any obligation whatsoever. Whichever category you belong to, don't worry, we are always here to help you and always at the end of a phone if required. Okay, so by now you should know which method of quoting works best for you. Let's now take a more detailed look at cutouts. We can start with the sinks. There are 5 types of sinks: an insert sink, an undermounted sink, a twin undermounted sink, a Belfast sink and a butler sink. An insert sink is fixed to the worktop from above and requires an unpolished cutout. You do not need to have a polished cutout as the edges are hidden by the sink. Some insert sinks require a tap hole, although the majority of them contain a tap hole within the unit. An undermounted sink is fixed to the worktop from beneath and requires a polished cutout as all the edges are exposed. An undermounted sink can have either a single or a double bowl, and nearly all types will require a tap hole. Twin undermounted sinks are the same as a regular undermounted sink, but they have 2 polished cutouts. This configuration is less practical than a double undermounted sink, but can be the perfect solution for customers that require specific size bowls. A Belfast sink sits on top of a special sized cabinet and fits under the worktop. With this type of sink you require a polished cutout as all edges are exposed. Depending on the size of the sink, this may be supplied in 3 sections, as the thin back section is prone to damage during transit. Once again, you will need a tap hole with most types of Belfast sinks. A butler sink is often confused with a Belfast sink, but there is a major difference between them. A butler sink sits higher than a Belfast sink and as such does not require polished edges, as they are usually sealed with a silicone to the side of the sink. To complete the exclusive look for undermounted and Belfast sinks, many customers choose to have a drainer incorporated. Drainers can either be in the form of angled grooves or a graduated recessed area around the sink. Both systems allow the excess water to run back into the sink. All hobs require an unpolished cutout similar to an insert sink. All freestanding cookers and range cookers however must have a polished end as they will be exposed. An upstand is a 20mm thick section of material that is usually 100mm in height and sits against the wall at the back of the worktop. Decorative in nature, they are primarily used to hide the joint between the wall and the back of the worktop, as most walls are not straight. They can give a little protection to the wall, but for heavy use areas of the kitchen it is better to use a splashback. A splashback is the same thickness as an upstand, but is usually greater than 200mm in height. These are normally used behind a sink or a hob to protect the wall and provide a surface that is easily cleaned. Hopefully by now most of the basics have been covered and you should feel more knowledgeable about stone worktops. If you have any further questions, please get in contact with us. So now your next step is to get in contact with us and request a quote.